guys, what is up? My name is Megan and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe, and welcome to a collective, a special edition slash subscription box unboxing. This is from like beginning of December to mid-February. I haven't gotten my February subs yet, but there's really a massive collection of things here, so grab food, drink, whatever, because this is going to be a long one. We have some of my most sought after special editions that I finally got my hands on, so I don't know if I want to start or end with them. You can navigate this video with timestamps, obviously, but we have some FairyLoot books, Evernight arcs, some Nerdy Ink dust jackets, some Eternal Embers, Waterstones, Owlcrate, Last Chapter, Afterlight, bookish box. There's like so many things, and honestly I don't think there's going to be an order to this video. We're just going to roll with the madness, and I hope you guys will enjoy. So without further ado, let's hop on in. First thing I'll start off with is this little box from Nerdy Ink, because I ordered some dust jackets. If you don't know, Nerdy Ink did some books, but mostly alternate dust jackets. They are well known for like their Throne of Glass, Harry Potter, Court of Mist and Fury, and whatever that series is, Court of Thorns and Roses. They've done a lot, and they are liquidating their inventory, so I had to get my mitts on these before they disappeared forever. First set of dust jackets I got. If you're my bestie, you know I got the Percy Jackson ones, because how many sets of Percy Jackson is too much? Asking for a friend, because I have the paperbacks, I will have the hardbacks with these dust jackets. I'm waiting on 2 exclusive edition sets, so you know. But let me show you guys quickly. This is the first. These are very hard to show because I kept them rolled. We have this one. I love the color palette for this. I don't know how well you can see, but like beautiful. This is the third book number 5, and the interior is very cute. It is all like sea themed. It's gonna be hard to see because it's white, but I'm obsessed with these, and I've been eyeing these for literal years. But I don't know why I never bit the bullet. I don't know, but I'm glad, because these were 40% off when I purchased them, and I look confused because I don't know where to put them. And the other is someone I don't encourage in like buying her actual books, but I could not pass these up. These are the Harry Potter ones, which the Percy Jackson ones are still in stock the day I'm filming this, but these have been out of stock for a while. So this is the first, which is beautiful. These are literally, I don't think I've ever seen dust jackets that are this stunning. Book number 2. Number 3 looks like this. Number 4, which is my personal favorite book and movie. Number 5, 6, we love Draco, and the final one, which again look lovely, and just like picture these spines all together on a shelf. I can't. I'm gonna put these away. I'll be right back. I also have some art prints from the Literary Loft, which were also having a sale at the time I purchased these. Let me show you. I'm obsessed. I can't wait to hang these up. The first one is this stunner right here, which you might have seen a lot of other booktubers have. It is Welcome to the North Shores on Lake Michigan, and this, obviously, Emily Henry. Both my prints are for Emily Henry, because Emily Henry has changed my life. And the other one is Welcome to Knott's Harbor, which looks like this. These prints are stunning, and this is in reference to Happy Place. So I picked out, to start with, my 2 favorite books by Emily Henry to get prints, but again, would buy all of them. So I also got my Twilight hoodie in from biblio styles, and I'm waiting on a few other things I had ordered. I'll eventually show you guys all of my merch from them. But I think that was it for like bookish accessories. Let me move on to the actual books. I have a pile right here. We'll just start with that and move on from there. The first book I have on my pile is actually, I think, my only ARC for this unboxing haul, whatever you want to call this. And that is an ARC for Bookish and the Beast by Ashley Poston. I was able to trade this, I believe, for like someone's Amazon wish list. You cannot buy ARCs. I am in ARC trade groups. I specifically wanted this ARC because this is one of my favorite books of all time, and I vividly remember my experience reading this. And I love Ashley Poston. I love her YA novels specifically best. And this is my favorite in the Geekerella trilogy of companion novels. So when I saw that someone had this for trade, I immediately jumped on this bandwagon because this book I love and I definitely associate with my reading identity. Then we have the Evernight book for the month of January, and that is The Invocations by Crystal Sutherland. And this is the one I've been most excited out of all their picks thus far. This is what this beautiful edition looks like, and this is the spine, which is very dark, so I don't know how well you guys will see it, but this is what it looks like. All of this book is gorgeous. Their editions always hit. This is the naked hardback, if you would believe. Voila. The end papers look like this, and then this book is signed by the author. I think the other end pages, yeah, the other end pages are the same. Evernight, if you don't know, is Owlcrate's like sister company where they do quarterly horror books. And I am not a horror girly, but I've been trying to branch out with these books. So this one I'm super excited for. However, it is shorter, like it's a shorter hardback. Like a paperback is the like same size. But again, very excited. Moving on to a few FairyLoot books I have on here. I have more, but they might get mixed up a little bit. The first book I have on my stack was the January Young Adult, and that is A Fragile Enchantment by Allison Saft. I've spoken of this book a lot on my channel about how excited I am. I've mentioned this in my 2024 anticipated reads, which if you haven't seen, I'll link in the cards, and just on past TBRs. So this is the FairyLoot edition. I really like the stenciled edges. Not a big fan of this cover, however, also look at this cute art print. Obsessed. I will say that the remainder of this book is beautiful. So this is the naked hardback, which I think this is like my favorite part of this book, because like I would display this like this and I'd be very happy. Again, it's a little backlit, because not backlit, but it looks very off with the colors because I'm like filming right in front of a window. But they also included a reversible dust jacket, which with this edition of the cover, which I like a lot more. And if I have to display with a dust jacket, this is definitely the side I will be displaying it on. And I really do love the end papers for this edition. This is like a Regency fantasy with some romance in it. Obviously, it is young adult. However, I also have the Owlcrate edition of this, which I personally think I like more, because I like how this looks very much like a fairy tale. Like it feels like a fairy tale, which what the vibes of this book like feel to me. That was not a real sentence. This is what the vibes of this book feel like to me. So I feel like this cover was definitely more of a hit for me. However, you know, Owlcrate rarely does stenciled edges, if at all. I really do like what they did, again, with the naked hardback, which is like this, with a little quote. And a different kind of art style. I love the foiling in here, which again, stunning. And it also has a beautiful illustration. Like, can I be her in this magical garden with this man who is very handsome? So yeah, I thought I was gonna like keep one of these and then either trade or sell the other edition, but I like them both, so I don't really know what to do. You guys should let me know what I should keep and what I should yeet. But yeah, so now let's move on to the adult FairyLoot for January, which is yet another beautiful edition, and this is the City of Stardust, which this is definitely one of my favorite covers and one of, again, my most anticipated releases for the year. Look at this freaking, it makes not wanting to collect books to like save money very difficult when you get your hands on editions like these. This is gorgeous. Will say, really not a fan of this. Like, this to me is, why? Like, could we not have done something better? And this is the art, which I really like this art for the end papers, and they did do a reversible dust jacket with the regular cover, however they did it in purple. So this is what the regular cover looks like, and then we have the FairyLoot edition that looks like this. Again, I really love what they did with the January book, and I feel like the sprayed edges look cleaner than they had when I first subscribed to FairyLoot. Like, there's not as many lines and weird like cuts in the pages, so I'm happy with the quality of these. Then we have some special editions that came in since the last time I hauled special editions. One of them is From Lukov with Love by Mariana Zapata. This is part of their Mortal editions that you can buy separately from the actual subscription. This is what the beautiful roses look like. This is a slow burn figure skating romance. It has this beautiful illustration, and I don't know if it is signed, but I think it's like digitally signed, if you can see that. Very hyped about this, very excited I have this, and FairyLoot have been doing a lot of flowers for stenciled edges, clearly, but I forgot to show you guys the best part, but I've been loving the flowers. So we have our beautiful lady and our beautiful man for end papers, and like, yes please. Mariana Zapata is a queen, and I'm very excited that FairyLoot decided to do a special edition of one of her books. Then, to complete my series thus far of the Inheritance games, we have the fourth book, which is The Brothers Hawthorne, which is like the new series but is part of the same world. This is the FairyLoot edition. Love it. I love the blue they decided to go with. These are the edges, and then the best part is always underneath of these books. This is the naked hardcover, and the back says there's nothing more Hawthorne than winning, which, like, yeah. Well, we have this and this as end pages, and it is signed, which I love. I love Jennifer Lynn Barnes. She's definitely one of my favorite authors. If you guys have been following me since like 7 years now, I think, where I did my first review of the Natural series, which remains my favorite, you would know how much I love this author. So having these books, very exciting. Another series which I love and read several years ago, I was finally able to get my mitts on these. I think I traded these. I don't remember because it's been a while, but The Daughter of the Pirate King duology, these beauties with, I think this is my favorite part. I mean, come on. How could you not want these books? I'm obsessed. Yes, I remember I traded these. I don't remember what I traded them with, but this is the naked hardback of the first book with the designs on the end papers. This, if you don't know, is a YA pirate series. My first and biggest love for pirate books. I became obsessed with anything water pirates stories after I read the duology, what was originally a duology and is now a trilogy. So this is the second book with the anchor, with my queen Alosa, as you can see here. This, again, one of my most fun finds. These are hard to come by and I didn't want to spend a lot of money on these, but I did want them in my collection and I finally achieved that goal. Moving on to the next stack of books. Since I already showed you guys some of my unicorns, I guess I'll go with like the biggest bang right in the middle of this video. I was able to trade, well, a part of my soul really, and a few books in my collection for the owlcrate Helena Hunting, what? No, that's not her. Helen Huang books. Why did I think of Helena Hunting at this precise moment? I have no idea. I am obsessed with this book series, but more so I'm obsessed with the designs and the covers for these books, especially because I did not love what the actual like regular physical copies look like. And these sell for like $400 to like $700. I was not going to pay that ever. But I got these and I've been staring at them every day since I have them. So let me show you guys. The first book is The Kiss Quotient, which, love the cover, love the palette of, like the color palette. These are going to be very hard to see. But there's all these math signs here. God, I love these. Again, the same kind of math signs on the hardcover with like quote. It's very pale. It's very pastel, which I love about these books. And like the illustrations in here are what really got me. Like, come on. How can we... Oh, fudge. I'm obsessed with these books. Like, when I tell you obsessed, I regretted not buying them when they first came out, but I did not have the money for the set at the time, so like, responsible on me. It is also signed, but I regretted it every day since. So being able to physically hold these means a lot. This is The Bride Test with yellow and airplanes. Again, we have the airplanes on the hardcover with another quote. And again, look at them. Look at my little babies. I'm so obsessed with these books. And I feel like everybody has been on the hunt for them, which made it even harder to find them because they were done by Afterlight a really long time ago. And they had a few extras that they put on sale, but again, it went so quick. And I forgot to mention these comes with like little bookmarks, little things. And my favorite book in the series, which is The Heart Principle, which is my personal favorite, looks like this with the little koi fish on the sprayed edges. This book, I'm obsessed with this book, and the man in this book, obsessed. This is what it looks like, and again, the best part is definitely the art. Like, excuse me, obsessed. And this one is also signed. So this was definitely like my find of the year. Like, I am obsessed with these. I will say I traded a few books for these and a little bit of money, and I thought the seller of these books had scammed me. It was a whole thing. I was about to file a complaint and then these books got to me, but like, never again do I want to go through something so stressful. Another book series that I traded for, which was a solid trade honestly on my end, is, oh my god, the Twisted series by Anna Huang, which I love the aesthetic of these colors. Even if I don't end up loving the series, these books are gorgeous. Because fun fact, as I mentioned a few times, I have tried to read Twisted Love a few times and for some reason wasn't really getting into it, but a lot of people said this is the weakest book in the series anyways, and I'm sure if I get to reread this now, I'm going to enjoy it more because my tastes have changed. But this is Twisted Love with the pretty flower. The naked hardback has like silver and it says Twisted Love with the flower like this. And there are no end pages on these. But again, beautiful illustrations. I love these illustrated characters. These were, again, part of the Mortal editions from FairyLoot. The second book is Twisted Games. I don't even know if I put them on the right order, but we will learn. Which, again, beautiful color palette. I love the rose. And this one has, like, gold, like this with the flower. The third book, which is Twisted Hate, which I love these two. They look good. Like this. Love. Again, did I call the other one a rose? I did not mean a rose. I think I meant a tulip. This is a rose. My bad, people. With this color palette for the naked hardback. I was a little bit disappointed that they didn't do, like, end papers for these, but again. And Twisted Lies, which I think is the best looking couple with the best looking color. This is definitely up my alley. And again, stunning naked hardback. I consider these to be solid finds as well. Then a book I've talked about a lot on my channel, but I don't think I featured in a haul, is What the River Knows, which was the December YA pick. I really love what FairyLoot did with this book, and I am currently reading it and really loving it. This is the naked hardback, which is stunning, and the end papers as such with the gold foiling and this beautiful artwork. This is Egyptian inspired, so I think it really hit the vibes well, at least from what I picture Egypt to be like. Am I a good reference? Probably not. We also have My Roommate is a Vampire. This, again, was something I pre-ordered a long time ago and it finally arrived. Like this. This, again, Mortal editions from FairyLoot with this. And this is what the naked hardback looks like. And again, no end papers. I will say I'm a little bit disappointed with how the book looks now that it's in my hands. And I've heard some not great reviews for this, so we'll see how this one goes. But I thought it could be a fun story. And I like the cover. But I think for the price paid, FairyLoot could have done a little bit more. And then I have also this edition that you guys have seen before from the Bookish box for the Spanish Love Deception, which a lot of people don't like. I personally am a fan. I really like the stenciled edges, but the biggest part, like what I love most, is definitely the alternate dust jacket, which is the way it will be going on my book, which looks like this. I think it's a vibe. I really like it. And the naked hardback looks like this. This is a book I had regretted not purchasing when, like, not signing up for the subscription when I could have. That was back in July of 2023. And so I purchased the copy, I think back in January of people who were just getting it because it took so long to get there. I mean, Bookish Box is known for their shipping issues, so are we surprised? Not at all. But yeah, so I picked up a copy for myself, and they are currently having a pre-order for the second book in the companion series as well, if you guys were interested at all. I told y'all this was going to be a long one. The next two books I have are from Waterstones. They are Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, and yes, I purchased them both from Waterstones, so like hip hip hooray for me, because people have been reselling these for like $300, and they do have the cool edges. I got rid of all my other Fourth Wings and like Iron Flames. I sold them. I will only be keeping the FairyLoot ones once they arrive, but I wanted these and I got them. So this one doesn't have anything special. It has like a map and that's all, but I really wanted the stenciled edges. And this one, I think the end papers are actually really cool for like a Waterstones book. I was impressed. I really was. Again, same thing on both sides, and it has the stenciled edges. There's nothing more to them, I don't believe, but I was super excited to find these for actual retail price. Then we had the Onyx books. I don't even remember the months that was for, like something to December. I was so excited for this. This is Onyx from Eternal Embers, if you haven't heard me speak of them or show their books before. This is an omnibus of the whole Bargainer series by Laura Thalassa, and like this book, like the internet can't even do it justice with like how stunning, also how chunky, but like how stunning this actually is. I am obsessed with this book. This is what it looks like, and as I said, it is the whole series as an omnibus with its slipcase as well. I really love this. I love Onyx. I think it's a great subscription from Eternal Embers, and I have thus far like never been disappointed with them. The remainder of what I have are special edition paperbacks that I have purchased, so if you're interested in romance special editions, keep on watching. The first one I have is from Hello Lovely. They had this sale of like past editions they did, and this one is A Blind Pass by Tegan Hunter. I liked it more than the original cover. This is a hockey romance, as you can see, and it is signed by the author. I really like the color palette and I think it looks good. Then we have, oh, where is this even from? Cover to cover. We have a Body Check by Maria Lewis, which is another hockey romance, and it is shimmery. It is very cute. It is smaller than like most indie published paperbacks, but I don't really mind. Then I have my Hello Lovely for, was it December or January? I'm not even sure if I unboxed this for you guys, but we have Only for a Week. It was on my stack, but I'm pretty sure I've shown this before, which is like an alternate cover. It's a very short romance. It's literally like 200 pages. I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about that one, but I'm excited. And then these books, these three books I'm gonna show you first, are all from Hello Lovely as well, and these I unboxed in my mystery box unboxings, which if you haven't seen that video, I will link it in the cards. I highly recommend. So the first two are part of a series, and it is Fling, which is like a small novella, and Wrong. I cannot tell you what this is about, but I know they are romances with different covers again. And I also have The Love of My Next Life by Britt Benson. This is the first book in a duet, so this is gonna end very sad. And I also have only this book with this edition, which kind of sucks, but I really like this. I'm a fan. And then the last four books in this haul are these, and these are all the last chapter books that I purchased off someone on Marketplace. The first one is a Springtide, which is a beautiful special edition. I really love this edition compared to, like, the original cover is absolutely adorable, but this just hit, and it's more like subtle that this is a romance book, and I love that they do like cover, like chapter headers like this. And also this book has a playlist, and the first song on that playlist is Maine by Noah Kahan. I never remember his last name. One of my all-time favorite songs. The vibe's immaculate. We have One Hot Italian Summer by Karina Holly. Again, love this a million times more than the actual shirtless man on the cover. And it is beautiful with like the fruits and all for the chapter headers. Obsessed. A book which I've looked at like a million times, never sure if I wanted to buy it or not, is Broken French by Tasha Boyd. Look how stunning. Again, obviously I prefer this to the cover, and this one I believe is signed, as was Spring Tide. And the last book in this enormous haul is The Infinity Between Us by N.S. Perkins, which looks like this. It's very cute. I googled this a few times. I think I'm going to enjoy it, but it is not a book I've ever heard of before, so I'm very curious to see how I'll feel about it. Also, let me show off another biblio-style item, which is my grocery gladiator tote that looks like this. Again, another reference to Happy Place, because that book is my happy place, but I also bawled my eyes out at that book. So that was the massive amount of special editions I had to haul for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what edition is your favorite, and I'll see you very soon with another video. Bye guys, happy reading.